So what's everybody doing?
I'm I'm shacking up in the, I'm gonna shack up just here.
Okay.
Or, I'll just kind of hang out.
What's everybody else doing?
Well, last time, we opened the chest, we ended over here because we were talking to the little girl, and we tried to hand her the bear.
Yeah, the little girl is currently outside. She's she's swinging around in her hammock with her hands behind her head.
We'll rest in the building.
Okay. We just gonna snork for the night?
Levin. Oh.
I'm gonna start in a safe room.
Okay.
Dee gonna be curled up next to my head.
Dee Dee sits kind of curled around your head like a pillow.
Yeah.
Do you think someone should keep watch? Should I keep watch? I'm gonna keep watch.
I tilt my head towards the giant lizard.
Osio takes his head off and puts it on the table to
Okay,
look at.
Okay, question. Do you trust the giant lizard?
No.
There you go. Someone needs to keep watch.
Cassiel's headcanon is he knows that, he feels like the lizard is going to betray them, or the little girl's going to betray them. Just from context clues.
Okay, you think it's the little girl, but I think it's the lizard. I do not trust the reptile.
I think she's
want us? Should we leave and return home?
I feel like we should explore a little bit more and see what we can find here. Just because I feel like
I'd like to, but returning home seems not super doable.
It seems
at this
like it'll
moment.
be, yeah. It seems like it's gonna be just too difficult at the moment, given it. Like, you remember seeing how many of those monsters we saw out there.
yeah.
Like, all the undead came out all at once.
I think it's also it's not feasible for us to leave early on. We want to try to prevent any of this from happening. We don't know how far ahead in the future we are either.
Well, we do. It's what, 40?
20 some 50 some 52 46.
46 years. So
20 years in the
So
future,
we're
as
20
far as
years.
I'm.
20.
About 20.
We
Give
should
or
try
take
to-
some change.
we should try to find any documentation or anything that happened that caused the calamity that we're in currently, and see if we can do anything to prevent it in our time, or at least set up so we'll be okay.
Good point, but who says we can't come back?
I don't want to risk the fact that we might not be able to, or it might jump us to a different time.
Fair enough.
Because what if we leave and try to come back and it brings us to the end of the world where we can't leave?
Yeah.
Let's collect as much information and leave.
Would that imply that there is a mirror, though?
Valid, but let's just say we walk through said mirror or something like that. Who
And there's
said?
immediately a blast.
Yeah, I don't want to risk anything like that. Because I don't think Bryce would do that. But at the end of the day, future reference in general, it's hey, figure out as much information as we can first off. Then we head home, try to prepare for the worst, and try to make sure that we're set up so if anything like this happens, we can start to prepare to make sure that more people survive. At least Franklin.
Evil DM
Ozzy's
ladies.
just gonna repair his fucking thing, his shield.
Okay.
And then hit sleep.
Is this going to be considered a full rest?
Yes.
It's
So
like
to give a quick heads up about how the teddy bear works, if you guys decide to spend about half an hour, the creature can heal the whole party. So if you just decide, so we don't have to go through the process of doing all the medicine checks and shit like that, it just does it. But it only works outside of combat.
I just want my spells back.
Yeah, you will get your spells back at the end of the night. If you guys decide to stay the whole night.
I think we should technically set up defenses. Let's rotate watch.
Okay, who wants first watch?
I'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Where the fuck is my other D20? The one that I'm not currently using to repair. That is a lot. 30 something. 30.
Okay.
35.
While you're doing your watch, are you going outside at all, or are you just staying in the building?
I mean, I'm gonna make it so I can. I'm basically just gonna be repairing my shield, just kind of sitting on the porch.
Okay. Sitting on the porch, you spend some time finagling your shield using pieces of metal that you have stored away. After it's about 10 o'clock at night when you first sit down. After about 4-ish hours, the little girl and everyone else is asleep. You see the lizard's just kind of sitting there, staring at you. It doesn't blink. And then
I
need
kind
you
of
to
look
make a
up at him,
fortitude.
not blinking either.
I need you to make a fortitude save for me.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking die.
Buddy, I've already died.
Again.
Alright.
Hey, look, don't you-
34. You look at this creature. You feel yourself disgusted by it. It gives you the same feeling that all those other undead creatures do, the burning pain in the back of your head. This creature is disgusting to you, but it just stares at you and waits for you to make a move of any sort.
I just soldier on and keep working on my shield.
Okay. It comes to be about 2 in the morning. Who wants to take next watch?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Let me get my perception check.
Same deal.
Dice out.
Are you going anywhere, or are you just staying in the building?
I'm staying in the building.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Well, it's not the greatest, but you know. That is a 22.
After about halfway through your shift, about 4 in the morning, you hear the giant lizard kind of adjust itself. The sound of gravel underneath its massive claws kind of crunches and scrapes against more gravel. The creature turns away from the door and begins to lay back down again, and then makes no noise after that. It comes to be about 6 o'clock in the morning. That'd be the end of your shift if you guys would like to. 6 a.m.
I'll take a-
Yay, full rest.
Yeah.
For me, at least. I like
Good.
working for so long.
It is morning out. The large creature begins to move again. You hear the sound of gravel pick up. Is anybody going outside? Are you guys chilling inside still?
I think it's time for us to go outside.
Yeah.
Cassie, you see Missy. She climbs out of her hammock and begins to roll it up like a sleeping bag. And then she pulls out her bag and she puts this giant rolled up linen inside of her backpack. And then, despite its tiny size, it fits the entire thing, no problem. We're heading back to camp. It should be relatively quiet, but I wouldn't stay out past dark.
Yeah. Are there others with you?
You mean like me? Skin and all that? No. At least
Are there
not that
other
we've seen.
people.
Say again?
Are there any just sentient creatures in general that you know of?
Not that I've seen in the city.
How about any other living creatures? Period. Any at all?
I think I saw some termites a few days ago chewing on a tree.
Yeah. That is not encouraging.
Well, we wish you luck. She jumps back on the back of the creature. Getting a closer look at it, you see that there's, between one of the giant scales on its back, there's a little leather patch that the little girl uses as a saddle. It wraps itself around the back of the creature's mane, if you want to call that. We're gonna be at the southern part of town, near the graveyard, if you guys decide to visit. Goodbye. And she waves to you guys as the two kind of walk off in a rather
Safe travels.
terrifying trot. So what are we doing?
Let's hoof it on back to the fucking mirror.
Sounds good to me, unless there's something else.
Can you guys think of anywhere else that would have any like paperwork that could like some kind of a journal or something that could maybe have something about what's going on?
Best chance would have been so far off, unless we want to go on a trek somewhere else.
I mean, do we know where we're, like, do we know our general area where we're at?
We're in Caldera.
Yeah,
We're south.
We're in Caldera.
How far are we from? How far are we away from home?
From the mirror or from Clemency?
From Clemency.
I believe it's a couple days travel by foot. I don't recall off the top of my head though. I need to look at the map when it's on the grid.
Like 4 days, I think.
Somewhere in that ballpark. Less than a week, more than 2 days.
I think if I recall, the squares maxed up to like about 4 or 5 days.
You can also find a copy of the map that you guys saw inside of the manor, inside of hashtag map in the server. If you guys would like to reference that.
Appreciate that.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I'm not looking to get caught out there at night. Again, here.
No, sir.
So we're returning home?
That's okay with everyone.
Let's get out of here.
Let's go. It'll take you a few hours to get back to the entrance of town. Not super long. It'll probably be about 9 a.m. when you get there. Passing by and through the center of town again, you see the same tipped-over tree full of dead termites. The dead still scatter the streets, but instead of them up and walking around like you saw the other night, they have now collapsed again, still making the same physical gestures and making the same noises. You reach the entryway, the massive gateway separating out the main road of the Calderan trade route closer to the Empire, and then you see the same cart with the tipped over mirror in the back of it.
I kind of wonder what this is like doing here. Is this is it here? Has it been here since before or after the big incident?
No, this is not the. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna keep
That would be-
quick rehearsals good.
Would have been in the opposite direction. So, shall we leave?
Yeah.
I gesture towards Castiel, who probably has a thing.
That's the thing. Use the thing. Do the thing.
Yeah, I'll touch the mirror.
You take the disc and you tap the mirror against the disc. It begins to make the same raindrop pattern inside of it, and you walk through, and you enter back into where to go inside the manor. And
Before going through the mirror, I kind of mutter to myself, "Good luck, Mitzi," and go through.
You guys are actually over here. Ignore the fact that you've suddenly changed clothes. That's not canon smile.
I'm gonna keep.
Man, and
I'm gonna sketch down the lizard in my book.
Make a performance check.
me when I don't have lore paint artistry.
That's what I'm saying.
25.
25. You make a rough sketch of the giant lizard. It's hard to get all the little icky details, but you get the general gist of it. Big lizard, ribs, dead. Tiny stick figure of a little girl riding on the back of it.
I think I'm more confused on the timeline when we met the lizard. I don't know if he's from my past or he's from our future, I guess.
Yeah, I was confused about that part too.
Well, you are an amnesiac, and she doesn't seem to recognize anyone else. Kind of just had an animosity for you?
Valid. But I don't know if that's because of anything. I am prone to believing. I have left the group many times before, and I don't know if it's something that happened in the future or that, but we should stay ready and heed him. I have a feeling if he's calmed down over the years, but if we see him in our near future, it's not going to be pretty.
Who currently has the pen key?
I do not.
Me, probably.
It
Fucking
flies
around
out.
with it.
Whoever has it, it flies out of your bag and into the fourth door. The key undoes the tumblers in the lock and falls to the ground yet again. You may explore at your heart's content.
I don't want to go see Franklin.
You want to go see Franklin?
No?
We should finish exploring first, but we should see Franklin sometime during the session.
That is
If we
on
have
top of my to-do list, yes.
You guys still have chalk, if I recall. You guys can go at any time.
I feel like it would be wasting chalk to set one down here.
Remember, the door's permanent.
Yeah, but what door would it would be used for?
It's up to you.
Wait a minute, if we put it on the front door, can we even get back here?
Well, remember, there's a whole building that was attached to this one. There's plenty of doors in there.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Lock ourselves inside this room.
We just end up soft locking the game.
Yeah, bro. You just see Castile fucking Gmod stuck in the wall.
Yeah.
TF2 slapping noises. Door's stuck! Door's stuck!
A little bit of an oopsie.
Oopsie, me
Mild
when
amount
I
of
we
trollery.
soft lock a D&D game.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
We could.
Anyways.
Alright.
Here we go.
You going to 4?
I'm gonna check out what the stuff by the door is before we check out the mirror.
The room is a cold concrete room. The walls are cemented and frozen together. It's cold. There's cobwebs all over the place. There's also mildly rusty surgical tools sitting on a table and a couple of linen bags that are empty. And the mirror is in the corner.
So, I take it that this is supposed to be like a surgical table or something?
It is a stone table. It's a big old thing of concrete.
Stone table. No. What's this thing?
That is a small cast iron furnace attached to the wall. It doesn't appear to
Alright.
be powered on at all.
And this one?
It's a small stove.
So. Hmm.
We've probably said this before, but I like how like Hasio's minifig looks smaller than ours, but we know that he's just one. He's not
He's
definitely bigger than everyone.
I'm 90% sure that's just the image compression doing that, because this, I don't know why, but I think this piece when it was exported was just smaller.
Okay, so how it works is it's based off of the race aspect ratio, and I'm
Osteo's
pretty
wide.
sure. Yeah, Halcyon's wider, pretty wide, especially in this image, so it actually shrinks him down to fit.
Here,
You can change his size.
Well, we could just give him his actual piece
Yeah.
if we really need to. Bro, he's so fucking short. Bro.
This is when you have to bring your little brother.
He
You,
was
you,
so
you,
wide.
can right,
wide.
you can right-click the mini and change the image.
You versus
size.
the Wendigo she
Yeah,
told you
shrink
not to
mine.
worry about.
Bruh, this looks like don't talk to me or my son again.
Me or my child. I forget. He's like,
Osteo's so wide.
He got big
It's like,
shoulders, bro.
Hey, Hasio, can I come with you this time? No, fuck off. Go
Hey.
home.
Hey, you got games on your tablet?
No.
Hey, you got games? Can I see the chalk? No, fuck off.
You got
I'm
games on
hanging
your
with my
plate?
friends.
Special exposition.
Hasio would never. Hasio would never act like that.
Get out of my house.
Get out of my house. Why are you here?
He's too kindly.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
Get the fuck out of my room. I'm playing. Hasio would play Minecraft. 100%.
Anyways,
Do you think Hasio
Very.
makes the skeleton damage noises whenever he falls down the stairs?
I see.
Leffen would,
Well, if he doesn't, now he does.
Leffen would code his character in the game to do that.
Real. Castiel, you open up the mirror again?
Let's open up the mirror.
Okay. You open up the
Oh,
mirror.
let's see what horrors await us.
Oh boy, horrors beyond my imagination. I'm
Uh,
so excited.
My favorite.
I'm going in Everstand stance.
You find yourself in a small outdoor outhouse. A mirror is sitting above.
Huh?
It's in front of this front door. The door is swung open. It is a. You basically walk outside into the front of a tiny outhouse. And taking a look around, surrounding you, there is a massive building made out of concrete and stone. You gather you are near the center of Clemency.
Is this like a building that was here previously? Do we recognize the building?
This is the Clemency. This is the old Clemency Hospital.
I'm gonna check the tablet to see what year it says.
We just have concrete buildings. We just have like concrete like buildings. You know,
Well, rock and stone. It's, you know what I mean.
there's a big difference.
I'm actually.
I mean, yeah, like aesthetically, I imagined like Clemency to be like a like a medieval city. This is a big.
No, it's
This is
close.
a
It's
concrete
closer to
building.
the cities in like Attack on Titan. They like. Anyway.
Anyway,
You know, technically, concrete is a mineral, therefore it's technically a rock.
It's not just a
Why?
boulder. It's a rock.
Spoken like a dwarf.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
boulder has reservations for attacking a little girl.
Anyway, can I look at the tablet? Can Hasio have the iPad?
Yes, Hasio can
You
have the
got
iPad.
games on your iPad.
yeah, got any games on there?
Checking
Gonna-
the date.
Just open it up and check the year.
It checks as the same date that when you guys left. So 22/20 or 52/26.
Yeah, I think there's an auto update.
Yeah, bro. It's not
Hey.
connecting to the satellites.
I think there was.
If you tell me that that this thing works off of satellite technology, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Yes, the satellites that exist in this setting.
Yeah, I'm just like, where are we, bro?
So what are we doing?
I'm gonna just like pocket the tablet again and just look at the state of the buildings.
Yeah, what is it like?
The majority of the buildings appear to be intact. There's not a lot of overgrown. I mean, there's a handful of overgrown moss and trees. There's some foliage surrounding the place. You don't see any corpses, but it's dreadfully quiet here.
And like
Yeah, I'm
Clemency
going
is
into
like usually
Everstand stance.
pretty active, right?
Say again?
Clemency is like usually pretty active.
Yes, Clemency is usually
Like-
very active.
Yeah.
It's the largest city outside the Empire. What's Castile and Red doing?
Our best.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, John?
What do you guys make of the surgical implements we found in this room?
The what?
I have a feeling that this is going to do with a very certain medical practitioner.
Killed him though. Well, to be specific, like a thing killed him.
He's dead. Either way.
Dead.
To be fair, we know that people come back from the dead. I look at Haseo.
In our defense, Haseo didn't die. He transformed.
Oh no, I definitely died.
Yeah, I stare directly at the fucking hole in his chest.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but he changed, and he was just like, I remember. I don't know why. Like, I remember this so vividly. We were like, he gets shot, and I'm given a choice, and I'm like, no, I'm saving Haseo. Probably Haseo would have been saved either way, but it's like, and then he gets up and he's just like, oh shit, it worked.
Yo,
And I'm over here thinking he's a fucking evil scientist, being like, the fuck you mean it worked?
So what are we doing?
Yeah.
Riveting.
Well, dear leader who brought us here in the first place.
Well,
how you lead us on?
we keep going.
Where are we going?
Yes, but wait.
You just
The
got to
side
read me
door
again?
to the hospital,
Yeah, we're gonna search.
not the front door.
The
And
side door.
I am sanced up.
There you go.
Oh, these guards definitely look dead. That's my professional opinion.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
What's going on? What's at the desk? What are these papers?
This appears to be a sign-in sheet. There's this book is almost completely empty. There is cover to cover names of different people claiming to be refugees.
Hey. The people were running away from something, most likely. Whatever happens in. What are these? Are these like stairs going up? Or is this just like, what is this?
So these are a pair of stairs that are overhanging a door leading somewhere. They are a set of stairs that go upwards. Ignore the weird geometry on this map. I kind of fucked it up while we were making it. But there is a door at the top of the set of stairs. So anyway, how about that sports ball team?
Yeah, for real.
I was drinking.
What's the plan, chat?
So there's 3 sets of doors. One to your left, one to your right, and one in front of you.
I vote.
Left.
I
right,
gotta speak up.
You know, I
It's
can't
your
decide.
decision.
Okay, we'll go left then.
Oh.
Because
Okay, we'll
left
go
or left.
left.
Yeah, we'll
I
go left
go
or
into
left.
Evers. I go into my stance, my shield out.
Go ahead and give me a lockpick check.
Oh, with the door locked?
Yeah, the doors are locked.
All of them are locked.
These two
Oh, that's
are...
a natural 20
you
for
haven't checked the
39, I believe?
Say again?
Natural 20 for 39.
These doors open with no effort. After... Come on, there we go. You find a large medical wing. There is drapes covering different rooms that have surgical doors in it. Also, this didn't get fucking covered.
Les filles.
Simple, no one saw it. Smile.
I actually didn't.
Pog.
Yeah, chat. It all worked out.
So wait, the DM is the only person that the fog of war didn't work for?
No, it was always that way. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It was all according to plan.
I love how this is the equivalent of a glowing book you find in the game.
Yeah, just like,
It's emitting a little noise.
it's the yellow paint.
You hit left control and it just pings on your map. Just
Yes,
Is
I
there a
love.
yellow page in here.
Yes, I love finding yellow paint in ancient civilizations.
Yeah,
So
great with the yellow paint. What's the door here?
this is a locked door. It is an office door. There is a small window that kind of leads to the inside, but it's what's the term here? You ever see those windows that are shattered in a way that you can't see through them, but you can see like light come through them?
They're like cracked.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like a TriMet bus stop.
Well, yes, but with less cocaine and meth.
That's disappointing.
In this campaign, we call that an F.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Chad.
Instead of getting superpowers, though, you just go fucking tweaking.
Have you seen like homeless like crackhead strength? That shit's fucking. Do not fuck with the crackheads, Chad.
There's literally this post about like this guy who's like a heavyweight world championship, not heavyweight. He like lifts a lot of like weight and stuff, and then he lost a fight to a crackhead. And he's like, "Has this been the secret the whole time?"
Yeah. Fuck this steroid shit. Just take actual fucking nose torque.
Just burn your body.
Skill issue.
Yep, I am standing next to Leffen.
We open in the door. It's locked. You gotta unlock it.
We want to investigate the room before we open that door.
I am going to bodyguard this tree so much.
I will wait for a cue to unlock the door then.
Okay. Mika, you checking the room?
I'll go
Yeah, do I
check
see
with
anything going on over here besides the... what do I see?
Checking each room. There's some of them that are rather gruesome. There's dead bodies of creatures that have been cut in half. There's blood stains on some of these large gurneys. And you find one body that has something in its hand.
What is inside a hand?
Shocking nobody. It's a little tiny leather-bound book.
That's crazy. Someone want to grab the book?
Let's read it.
Is it in Volgan?
The leather-bound book is a sort of diary. It describes how this individual and a group of its family members were leaving south from Marshka after something happened in the mountains. They found themselves trying to make their way through Clemency on their way to to Caldera, but themselves as well as other people from Caldera were also making their way here trying to escape something from the south.
So multiple threats is what it seems.
Never said ever simple.
Can I do that lockpick check now?
Yes.
Okay, where the fuck? Which dice do I want to roll? Okay, let's actually get it. There. That is a total of. God damn it. Give me a moment. I believe that is a total of 33.
33. Okay. With little issue, you crack open the door. You find a putrid smell comes through the door, as if this decaying body's been stinking up the room for who knows how many years. You find yourself in a small office.
A spa?
I don't think that's what he said, Chief.
A spa.
Yes, my favorite spa, the dead body spa.
Yeah, I love
That's
the
just
dead
any spa
bodies.
that Hasio goes to.
Real.
Ain't no,
Actually
ain't
true-
no
actually
party like a
factually
dead
correct.
man party.
Anyways, what's in the desk?
The desk
Only
has
the dead body.
so the desk contains a handful of paperwork that is supposed to be spread throughout the room or throughout the hospital. It is a little bit. Here, I'll just post it in the chat. Where is the thing? Plate database. There it is. You can find it inside of Plate Database now. You know, if somebody could read it for me, that would be appreciated.
Well, I'm the one that found it, and I said that we were going to do the roll, so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where the fuck is it? Let me scroll down to the Plate Database. Which bit is it?
It's the very bottom one. It starts with Dear Friends.
Wait, it's in Plate Database, correct?
No, it's in Volgate Notes.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so, as Imperial rule continued, something began to come with
That's
piece by piece.
scroll down.
Oh, wait, no? Oh,
Starts with
okay,
Dear Friends.
Because it mashed together. Okay, what the fuck is the start of this? You did not post it there, right?
In Volgate Notes? I'm looking right at it.
Do I not see it?
Are you scrolling all the way down?
I am all the way to down, right? Because Dear Friends, yeah, no, nothing.
No, that's...
Hello?
What? Okay, am I actually
Volgate
tripping?
Notes.
Is anyone else not seeing it?
What, your friends?
I
I don't
see
right?
it.
I only
No,
see
I do
your
not
friends.
see it. I do not see it.
The only thing I see is something that starts with Dear Friends.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, this is one post. Hold. This is one post.
Okay, I'll just repost it again. I don't know why I did this. That's odd.
Oh no, it's a second from last. Okay.
Here, I'll just
There
post it
Dear
again.
Friends. There it is. Okay.
Well, hold on, I'm not
Dear
done.
friends.
There's more than one part to it.
No.
There's more than one part to it, chat.
Well, I have to post it in multiple parts because the Discord only has so many. What's it called? Allows me to type so much text.
You're just supposed to do the same thing.
I know. That's. You guys said you couldn't see it, so I reposted
Yeah, I
it.
couldn't. Yeah, I could not see it, chat.
Give me just a moment. It's still not fucking working. What the? Alright, what the unk?
What?
You love technical difficulties.
Okay. Copy. I hope you guys can hear the idiots that are deploying fireworks outside my window while I'm trying to do this.
There are more. There's. Hey, fuckos! That was
Sorry,
yesterday.
that's me.
John,
Is that it?
stop detonating explosives outside my window.
No.
No way.
Boom!
Not
Okay.
the fucking.
There we go. Can you guys see it now?
Okay, that it?
Why do you think I'm doing outside your window? I want you to hear it.
Dear friends, it has come to my attention. It has come to my attention that recently certain rumors have. I'm doing a voice, but I don't know why I'm doing it. The DM's taken. Certain rumors have surfaced regarding Volgate 231. Due to the drop in staff morale, I have decided to address some of the more prevalent points. Yes, Procedure 110 is as horrible as you have heard, which is why only Class D personnel are authorized to carry it out. Yes, it does involve brutal redacted. No, assignment to Volgate 231 is not intended to test your loyalty to the Foundation. Your tendencies towards blank are or anything else. No, Volgate 231 is not a punishment detail. Yes, there are staff members who have been on Volgate 231 and have successfully transferred out by their own request. No, not everyone who worked on Volgate 231 is terminated upon leaving the project. Yes, staff members who have been assigned to Volgate 231 are allowed to take a Class A amnestic before leaving the project if so desired. Yes, false memories are then implanted. No, none of these supposed methods for recovering or detecting false memories work. Yes, there are some of you who worked on Volgate 231 and don't remember it. No, we have not given up trying to save Volgate 231-7, but research in that field must be carried out with the utmost caution. Based on the increased potency of such oh my god. Subsequent. Yep. Blank events associated with each subsequent Volgate blank specimen, there is a strong possibility that Volgate 231-7's blank event could result in the XK class end of the world scenario. This information is collaborated in notebooks recovered from the cultists. See document 7 Brides, 7 Seals. Volgate 231 adjunct, right?
Yeah.
Adjunct B. No, putting the poor girl out of her misery is not an option. Neither is drugging her. She has to be aware of what's going on for 110 to work. One final note, the Foundation does many distasteful things in the completion of its mission. But our mission is important enough that the price is one we must pay. Containment of Volgate 231 is one of our most dangerous duties. Not because of any direct dangers to ourselves, like Volgate 682, but because of the danger that our resolve will fail. We will allow ourselves to either let down our guard due to sympathies with the suffering of an innocent, or that we will allow ourselves to become monsters through the performance of monstrous acts. Just do your jobs and save philosophizing for the shrink.
There is dozens of copies of these in a file marked to be distributed. It appears whatever happened here happened before these could be posted around the area. Inside the desk as well, you also find a small keycard.
I'm gonna grab that. Does that imply what I think it's implying? You know, this has been here for forever, correct? We've passed by this hospital from time to time.
We have.
But we don't know if this paper has been there the entire time. How old do we think that this stuff is? And what am I saying? I don't know.
So what are we doing?
Well, we found. Oh, wait, actually, there's still. Wait, what is this?
They're Wojaks.
No, this between the Wojaks.
That is a bug with the software ignored.
Okay, I will nod my head.
That's a
I
gurney.
can't
That's a
believe that
gurney that
thing's
doesn't
coming
exist.
out of the map, guys.
I told bro, it's Gmod all over again. I'm telling you.
What type of SCP is slipping through the walls?
It's coconut.jpg.
Can we take a right?
You took it right.
To be clear, are you guys going
Alright,
to
I
the
will follow
door directly
left.
underneath the staircase? You guys heading to the other side of the wall.
Other side.
Okay.
Other side.
This one is also locked.
Open.
Lockpick it. Lockpick it. Lockpick it.
Yes,
Lockpick it.
Left.
that's my name.
Open.
I rolled a 3 for a total of 22.
It takes a little bit of time.
Stop bothering.
Everybody poking at you, trying to bug you to get it open. It takes you longer than you usually think, but after about what seems like, I don't know, 5 minutes, you eventually get it open.
I can't have any peace and quiet around.
You find another empty hallway full of, or not empty, sorry. You find another wing of the hospital full of gurneys and blood and dead bodies.
Nope, Your Honor. Can you discuss with the court? No shine, objects that require attention. Is there anything of interest in this room?
Not that you see immediately, no.
We'll turn around.
Okay. You went up the stairs or
I
under the
burn
stairs?
bodies, but I'm terrified of attracting attention.
One of these corpses looks a lot fresher than the others. Is that an accurate assessment?
No. That's just the only guard image that has armor on it. Are we going up the stairs or under the stairs?
Are there two sets of doors? One upstairs and one downstairs?
So
We go downstairs.
the stairway goes up and is suspended on the wall, and then there's a doorway underneath the set of stairs.
But what did the stairs lead to? Just like a balcony?
They go up
Overlooking
to
everything?
another. They go up to another. They go up for a while. You can't see past the stairs.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to wrap my head around this geometry. You're right.
Yeah, sorry. That's just a quirk of the. I made this section of the map first.
Oh, so
before I
it's
made
one.
the
Oh,
second
it's
one.
one going. It's one stairway going up to in one direction up. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. That's just
Okay.
weird quirk of the. Yeah.
You're right. We'll check the under right first before we tackle the second stairs.
Yeah, we go under.
Okay. The door is unlocked.
Oh.
You find yourself outside.
Oh, the worst. Ouch.
Touch grass, loser.
There is a large set of, or there's 3 large trees surrounding a dull patch of dirt in the middle of this outdoor field. You are behind the building.
Is it like a courtyard or like is it just like another entrance in?
This is a courtyard.
Ah.
Is the courtyard like walled off or is it open?
It's open. It's on the grounds. It's clearly been, well, it was maintained at one point, but it has since started to become overgrown.
Hey, what's up with the shovel?
There's a shovel there. It's sticking out of the ground.
Oh.
Gate ass fucking.
Surely we gotta dig here, guys. We know there's a dirt mound. We gotta dig here. Gotta get that treasure chest.
There's something odd over here.
Are these elevators?
Yes. There's a set of
Are they-
elevator. They are attached to the inside of the building. Again, this is weird geometry that didn't work right for some reason.
So,
Here, let me-
We didn't see any elevators.
When we were inside the building, correct?
No, that I forgot. I just forgot to say it.
Ah.
DM being dumb. There's 2 doors here. My bad.
Ah.
We forego.
But there were elevators.
Yeah.
We got this. Don't worry. Dee Dee, you want to help us out and dig?
Dig. We dig.
Dig.
Dee Dee starts digging in the ground. Is anyone gonna join her?
I'm gonna go
No,
into,
what?
I'm gonna go into Everstand stance and prepare an action to fucking bash whatever comes alive at the bottom of the soul that I'm assuming is going to come alive
Okay.
at the bottom of the soul.
Okay. Is there anyone else gonna join, or is just Dee Dee digging right now?
I'm
I
definitely.
am going to join.
I will let the dog dig.
Okay. How long are we gonna?
I am going to dig with her. Come on.
Let's spend half an hour. Spend 30 minutes.
Okay. So
Right,
with
you
the
have
2 of you
pause.
digging and Dee Dee also helping as well, after about 20 minutes, you keep digging and then you see a small bony finger as you crack the shovel into it and clip it.
Crazy. So you find the bony finger, you said?
Yeah, you hit a bony finger with the shovel and slice it off the hand.
That's not
No way,
very
Paul.
well.
I'm just sitting on the grass, kind of just bored out of my mind.
Let's try to clean up the body. Let's see if we can get closer to the body. Like, dig around it without actually hitting the body.
Continuing to dig around it, you find a left foot, and then another left foot, and then you find a head, and then you find a torso, and then you find dozens more bodies buried underneath this mass grave.
Oh, thank God.
Whatever.
Oh,
stumbled
Chad, what does
upon
he
it.
mean by thank God?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say, you found the right arm, you found the left arm. Oh my God, you found all 5 pieces of Exodia.
I was about to say the same thing.
Would you get fucking TPK'd by Exodia?
I say we move on from this bottomless grave.
Yeah.
I just go
Perhaps
through the
this one should
elevators.
have been left covered.
I want to call Dee Dee over to get away from the bones. We don't know where they've been.
Dee Dee spits out the femur she has in her mouth and kind of looks sad and just kind of walks away.
Edie, we know not to eat undesignated bones. We don't know where they've been.
Just.
I've seen
I'm
him
just
do it.
gonna.
Mm.
Uh,
What are you doing, Hassan?
Would you consider the shovel about the same size, like Would you consider the shovel just one bulk?
What is a shovel?
It's just a shovel. So yeah, I guess.
Cool. I'm gonna put the shovel out of reach from anyone else in the future.
Why?
What?
I don't want anyone like us figuring this out.
Oh, yo, should we throw it in the grave and then just cover the grave?
Nah, I'm putting the shovel on the fucking roof.
So
I
you
can.
need it on the roof?
Make a Let's be an acrobatics check. I
What,
guess.
acrobatics
Is the
and
roof-
throwing?
Athletics.
How high is the roof?
It's a rather tall roof. It's probably 40 feet up.
Okay, I will simply levitate it up there with telekinetic hand.
Oh man, that's not
Problem
nearly as
solved.
funny.
Well,
Can we at least see
Okay,
what
but
your
I want to
powers
see
be?
if we can reach it before we resort to magic. Come on.
I say
Let's run
yo.
that.
I say yo. I say yo. I say yo.
Peer
Say
pressure.
yo.
Peer
Oh.
pressure.
So what is this from?
He's just throwing it on the roof.
No, I'm asking Hasan.
Are you throwing it?
I'm removing the shovel from our presence.
Okay. You have the
Why?
shovel in your hands.
Wait,
I'm
question.
going to put it on the roof. I'm
Alright.
just gonna put it on the roof.
I'm
Sure.
going to try to just cover it back up again. But are we doing that before? Are you guys getting rid of the shovel before we do that, or?
What's with the sudden bout of paranoia?
I didn't think this would end up being a huge thing.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Never mind.
Throw the shovel.
What is going on? Are you being possessed right now? How many fingers am I holding up?
I'm putting the shovel on the roof.
And what is wrong with the shovel?
I just want it to be on the roof.
What? That doesn't answer my question.
Seems like hurting a
Sometimes you just
skeleton.
wanna
You
put
lost
the
more
whole
than
roof, I
your
guess.
flesh.
Oi, numbskull.
For
Give me a
real.
straight answer for once.
I just wanted it to be on the roof.
Are you throwing the shovel?
Why?
No, I'm floating it up to the roof.
Okay. You float it up to the roof and you dangle it and drop it on top of the roof. You can kind of see a little smidge of the handle just kind of sitting up there, but otherwise it's up there
Yep.
pretty solid.
Yep.
Why the
Cool.
hell is going on?
Clearly, his hollow skull was starting to affect him. Anyways, can I check the elevators?
The elevators appear to be open.
Alright, I'm going up the stairs.
I know.
Okay. Going up the stairs, you see a large room full of crates and unused gurneys, and one of the elevator rooms is open. It's not been closed.
I'm gonna peek in the elevator, but I'm not gonna step in.
Inside the elevator, you see a large rope that goes down, or two sides of the one rope, going up over a pulley onto or to just above you, and then again down onto the top of the elevator.
Is there another way up besides, like, the elevators? Like, on this floor, do we see stairs?
You do not see stairs at this point in time, but you do
Swear
see
to
that the
God.
elevator is suspending. It's not resting on anything. It's dangling.
I swear to God, if you have to climb an elevator shaft.
What a thrill.
I hate enclosed spaces. Cass was very adamant about not going in the fucking elevator shaft.
Okay. You are currently upstairs. You can hear Mika kind of struggling his way up this rope. For some reason, just deciding to take this way up the elevator instead of just taking the stairs. But you find yourself in this room.
Well, the elevators are working, and it seems that there's further down we could go.
You're telling me that there's a basement?
Apparently.
There were stairs down.
Are they just...
There were stairs down.
There are not stairs down.
I thought there were. Okay.
There's not. There's stairs going up.
The elevator's the only way down.
So basically, the way this is supposed to work is that so this stair connects to the downstairs, and you guys go up like this, and then door.
To be frank, is an odd design choice.
Can you guys tell that I don't like putting
Maybe they
stairs in
have-
my builds?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it'd be
I'm
like
gonna
that.
finally walk up the stairs, and I don't know where the fuck I am. Oh,
You
fuck.
clip through the wall.
I shall be right back.
Okay. You walk upstairs. You see the same room that Castiel does.
Ah,
Over here.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone checked out those crates yet?
Nope.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
is this all unlocked?
This is a standard hinged crate. Lifting it open, you see some, what once were sterilized medical equipment. Some needles, a handful of surgical cutting tools.
Maybe that's really old, huh? Similar story for all these ones?
Yes.
Alright, back.
What's with the door?
Open the door.
the door.
Leffin's mortal enemies doors. Specifically unopened doors.
So
These
because they're
doors
made out of wood.
are unlocked.
Door.
No.
Pushing
Okay.
these large wooden
That just-
doors, they swing open and then close behind you with just regular gravity. You find yourself in the crematorium.
Cream.
And of course, that's what's going on here.
No.
Step.
Is there anyone here who is resistant to fire? Because I am not liking the look of that room.
A crematorium does not suddenly burst into flames.
Yeah, but weirder things have happened.
They put the bodies into that machine.
Is
And then the bodies burn.
is the machine open?
All of the bodies.
Okay.
Is the machine open?
The machine, yes.
Can I close the machine?
Sure. You hear the metal latch close.
Okay.
That's good enough for me, Lamau.
We don't want like a Five Nights at Freddy moment happening here.
Huh?
Huh?
Bye, Nefe.
Find everything okay?
Who the fuck said that?
It's the voices again. God dang it.
Oh, shit. Oh, look, I told you once before, I don't recognize the bodies in the water. Jesus Christ.
I don't recognize the bodies in the crematorium.
Yep. Neither do I. So we will go.
Everyone doesn't have bodies to recognize.
Nice. Someone should check those out, though. Fine. I'll get a look.
Okay, make a medicine check.
You hear in your head, Mika, what are you doing?
Someone has to figure out what happened here.
Hospital.
You said medicine check?
Yep.
Oh, that's actually not that bad. Yeah. 25.
Before I tell you what you find, are you saying what you find out loud to the rest of the team?
Yeah.
Okay. Picking up each of the towels over
I'm in the
these
doorway, just kind of
bodies,
staring.
you find a gnoll, an elf, and a dwarf. All of them are dead, of course. They have been dead for quite some time. They are little more than skin and bone. But inside the hand of one of these bodies, inside the gnoll specifically, you find a hand-drawn picture of something that looks like a bipedal individual in a sloth costume. Leffen, I need you to make a fortitude save for me, please.
Oh boy.
The individual in the sloth costume was Leffen all along!
Yep. Funny shit out
Also,
of it. Anyways.
Also, I have memories of what you're referring to, but I don't quite remember
That's a
like the
29.
exact details.
What was the total, Leffen?
29.
As Mika describes this picture, you instantly snatch it out of his hand, and you put it in your back pocket. You don't know why you did that, but you did it.
What?
Can I take out that old painting that I got from that weird guy?
You may. Pulling out the painting out of the bag, you see the group, Odori, the rest of the team that you've gotten to know, are all sitting in front of on top of the bridge, with that strange individual in the background still lurking there.
What does it look like again?
An individual in a sloth costume. Make a perception check for me, though.
Want me to burn that, Leffen?
Hold up. Ooh, okay.
So there's a bipedal person and then some kind of mascot costume.
Yes.
So this is truly FNAF. I was somehow on the money.
Yo,
I know roughly
you
what's
did it.
going on here, but
That's
it's
a
been
30.
literal
Use the hero
fucking
point.
years. I hate you.
Is that to buy the 87?
You triggered some neurons that haven't been triggered in like actually a decade.
Well, this is something I've also not done in campaign. I've done like once, and then it's not been touched in almost a year. Anyway, what was the total, Leffen?
The 30.
30? You recall that there was only one hand around this tree. Now there's two hands around this tree, as if it's trying to peek its way around it.
Oh,
Burn these things. Actually, hold up. Burn these things.
Make a fortitude save for me, please. Hello?
Yeah, I'm
Is
rolling.
that,
Okay.
he needs a fortitude check?
That is a 30.
As you are halfway through handing this giant painting and this picture to Hasio to burn, you get this burning feeling in your arms and your wrists, as if like you're trying to resist rope burn. You find yourself putting the painting and the picture back in your bag. You don't know why you did that, but you feel it was a really bad idea to try.
Haseo looks at you extremely confused.
Don't look at me. I am just as confused. Got a bad feeling and everything. Fuck.
I got a bad feeling about it, then why'd you just... Yeah. Psychology is weird.
I think it's just
So.
psychology at this point.
What are we doing?
I'm just gonna eye that room suspiciously for a second before I kind of turn back down the stairs.
Okay.
I will take. Oh no! Wait, hold on. I will scavenge some. I will just kind of scavenge some healing supplies, as much that I can find that might be usable.
Make a perception check.
That's like 32.
32. You don't find any supplies, but as you're going toward the southern wall, you feel your shield kind of... You feel like your shield would hit the wall, but it seems to phase through it.
Great.
What the hell?
Magical walls.
I'm gonna just like... I'm just gonna like try tapping on the wall.
Your index finger goes through it. Through the wall, and then you hit something metal on the other side.
I'm gonna try to fucking feel around for a, like a doorknob or anything like that.
You find the doorknob. The door is unlocked.
Yeah, no.
Inside...
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Inside you find 2 cages containing individuals that are chained to the wall. And then there's 3
God.
individuals
Are they
that are...
alive?
No, they are, again, long dead, mummified at this point.
Okay, so help me God. Why did I look at this chair and said, let me give it a test run?
I think that might be the
intrusive thought.
schizophrenia, if I'm being honest.
intrusive thoughts are winning, Doc.
It's bad out here.
It's the dork urge. The
dad
goofy
urge.
goober urge.
Leffen, your eyes are drawn to the chest at the end of the room.
Mine are too.
Yeah?
So, if you guys would like to try to compete to get to it, you may.
What's in the box? I will warp step over to it.
Me Flintstone run towards it.
Okay. Leffen, as you begin sprinting toward this box, Hasio teleports right in front of it and opens it up. There is rough drawings, sketches, small clay statues, and other handmade memorabilia that depict the same sloth-like creature that you've seen.
Leffen, would you like more memorabilia for your sloth collection?
Leffen, the moment you get there, you begin scooping all of these things into your bag. You just take every single one of them, dozens of hand-drawn pictures and tiny clay statuettes. Anything handmade, or anything you can think of that could be handmade to look like this creature has been made.
Do we need help in intervention?
Next time I practice music, I'll dedicate it to your sloth collection.
Oh. What?
You seem to really like sloths. And I just kind of like look at the chest, and then kind of clear my mind, and then just like.
Yeah, what's my personal feelings on sloths?
Make a fortitude save.
Oh. That's actually pretty good. Really not a will save?
It's a fortitude save.
That's 35. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Which
It's
is
better.
either
I have a high-
carnally, not mentally.
Yeah, mentally. This feels like a mental.
You have a certain
Can I
appreciation.
have a knowledge check on this thing?
Give me a second. You have a certain appreciation for all the smaller knickknacks that have been collected and handmade by what you assume to be the people inside this hospital.
39. I guess I'm collecting them now.
Mika, what'd you say?
Can I have some kind of a knowledge check on this sloth creature thing?
You have never heard of this creature before.
Strange. Well, I know what to get you next time we're in Clemency.
I appreciate it.
So what's next?
So it's just gonna double back.
Shit in the chair, shit in the chair, shit in the chair.
Do you want to sit in the
Are
chair?
you gonna sit in the chair?
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Would you like to sit in the chair?
That was me rambling. Don't worry about it. That was not.
You do not
I do not
recognize the
associate-
bodies in the chair.
I do not associate with my character. My character does not associate with me.
With chairs.
Okay. What? Are these chairs like what they look like?
Yes. There is a small hypodermic needle that goes into the arms of one of the creatures that are sitting in them. And then they are strapped with a thing over their head and 2 metallic clamps on their ankles and wrists.
Why are you violently shaking? My man
You can
has
see that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
See
what
that?
the fuck?
Yeah.
Bros on coffee.
Why do I not generate when I do that?
and has arthritis and doesn't want to tell us.
Oh, I'm shaking.
I'm so scared. So what are we doing?
Seriously, what are you pointing at? How are you doing that?
I'm shaking.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, stairs.
Okay, so the basement, you can't get there unless you take the elevator.
Correct.
There's still another stairs. Is this a 3-story building?
No. So this was my fix to fix it. You were supposed to go up this way, up and around, and then out this way. But bad at making maps, man is bad at making maps.
Okay.
So we going down the elevator?
We have to go down. We have to go down.
Okay. Scrolling down the
We
elevator.
need to have a plan to get back up.
Well, we climb all the way
Elevator.
up. It's the elevator.
There's a lot of places with underground portions.
A lot of basements around here. It actually is quite odd.
Pulling the rope down to eventually you get to the very bottom of the shaft. The elevator stops, hitting some sort of stop mechanism at the bottom of the shaft. There is a small stone door with a keycard reader next to it.
I pull out the card.
Inside the crate, do you have the crowbar still?
Yes.
Okay. Pulling up the crowbar.
I have one in my inventory.
This is a crate full of refined ganeth.
Yeah,
These are,
we
instead
really-
of being in syringes or small vials, these are in gallon jugs.
A gallon of LSD, boys.
Ugh.
Man, we are really finding this everywhere. This is a big problem in the future.
You think? You know what?
Makes much sense.
You think this is actually what's going on with the...
Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back.
I don't think that this is responsible for the apocalypse, do you?
Drugs are
Sure,
bad.
not.
Okay.
They're running.
Moral message of the campaign: drugs are bad. Okay. Drugs are real
We
bad.
did stop the guy. Theoretically, they shouldn't have access to this no more.
Yeah.
Empire
No,
has
she shared
drugs,
the recipe with
okay?
someone else.
Empire
You could have
has
shared the
drugs.
recipe with someone else important.
Okay, but how did they get there?
Where exactly are we?
Broke the
Uh,
mirror.
No, I was saying that maybe Harris wasn't working alone. I don't think that he's the only one with the recipe.
That's not the issue. The issue is that you do realize you were there. You made the thing. The graph is made out of the thing.
Okay, I didn't.
And I wish I could.
I
create a
didn't
time
know
paradox
about that
right now.
stuff, but still, I don't understand that either. All I know is that he handed that stuff to me to study, and I found it had
Right.
certain curative properties, and then things kind of got out of control, and he turned it into these. Yeah.
Well, the issue is if the Empire doesn't have access to the creature anymore, The orcs, well, how did they?
Oh.
Theoretically-
No, I totally get it. Yeah, how are they getting the stuff then? If it's made from if it was from that one Titan creature thing.
Any branding on the jugs?
No, they're just jugs that have been labeled with Gnef. They don't have any dates or anything on it, but this is clearly the same material you've recovered before.
Are the markings in like paint or like it some kind of
They're
printing
printed,
press
like,
stickers or
they're printed. Like they were typed out on a typewriter and then stuck on here with glue of some sort.
label maker, huh?
Pretty much.
Another new thing to learn about the setting.
Okay, glue and paper exist in this universe. I hate to tell you this.
Which is a thing that we know that we need to know about.
The printing press.
Yeah, the printing press, big thing. You know, you took it.
You guys have encountered newspapers before. You've encountered computers. This is not shocking.
I would think that a label maker is a little less. Okay, I guess it's more complicated than it got now that I think about it.
We're all I'm still operating on Pathfinder fantasy setting.
We are using the Pathfinder rule set. This is not the same
Alright,
location.
It's not even a similar setting. It's
No.
I feel like this is like
Alright, man.
this
He's
is some.
Modern finder.
Sorry, I couldn't find my path.
Yeah.
Anyway, you found the box of
Path
Gnef
not
full
found.
of jugs of large gallon jugs of Gnef. What are we doing?
Yeah, the caravans. There's no cars. That's the one thing that's missing.
Or
Is
there?
there? We haven't encountered them yet, so we encountered trains, but no cars.
So what are we
Steam
doing?
power card.
Getting back on track. What are we doing?
What's the door looking like?
The big door.
Big door. The big door.
These are large stone doors that slide open or swing open with no issue. You find large, massive metal tubes connected to consoles. They are each filled with an individual body, with the exception of the last one. It is empty. They are kind of suspended in this strange yellow goo, partly decayed. Some of the female bodies have different forms of desecration. Some of them are cut open, some of them are have large gash wounds, and some of them are little more than meat and tubes.
Wait, just female? Are there other are there male individuals in here too?
These are all females, with a mixed amount of races, but they're all humanoid. With the exception of the seventh one, each of these tubes have been filled.
Trying so hard to not meta right now.
Same here. I mean, we can imply a few things.
Are these terminals showing any information?
They are. Each one of them is powered.
Actually, no, we have the notes. Haseo
we
knows
do have-
exactly what I know.
Each one gives a status of the creature inside the tank, and also gives a brief history.
Show me. Yeah, this is hard to read, but. Ah, shit. Alright, someone's gotta read these. Show me anything that. What do I see any interesting notes on these things?
Yes. So each one of these consoles has the same type of data on it, connected to the person in the pod. You just need to tell me which one you're going to, and I'll give you the information.
I'm gonna go down them one by one.
Okay. Volgan 231-1, deceased. killed during initial recovery operations while giving birth to Volgan Redacted. See Casualty Report Event 231 Alpha for details.
I already do not like where this is going. Question: does the empty one think that does the empty one know that it's empty?
The console reads or does not have any, or the console does not give you the same status update. It does not have any status on the body inside or no, basically no.
Do they look alive? Like, are there any signs of life that I can tell?
Make a medicine check.
Yo, medicine! That is a 34. Wow.
Each of the bodies that you can see inside of here do not appear to be alive. They have suffered different types of wounds that are that you can find more information on the consoles.
Maybe the second one.
Volgan 231-2 status deceased, killed during attempt to remove fetus of second Volgan redacted specimen, resulting in immediate blank event. See casualty report for event 231 Bravo for more details.
Is there a way it can read that report from this machine?
No, there is no report on this machine. These consoles are just for this information.
Do they all seem to have pretty similar texts to them?
Each one has individual text for each body.
Is it generally just the same kind of info? X dot, like, subject X died in giving birth to Volgan 231, Volgan redacted.
You should look at them. You should read them.
I'm gonna read each one.
Are they actually in the...
I have all of them in front of me, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna just run down them all one by one.
231-3, status, deceased. Self-terminated following a prolonged period of distress caused by implementation of Procedure 110. Volgan-redacted immediately underwent blank event. See casualty report.
Yeesh.
You going to the fourth one?
Yeah.
231-4, status, deceased. Attempted to administer Volgan 500 synthesized serum through although successful in that all traces of Volgan redacted were expelled from the system, expelled remains immediately underwent a redacted event, causing numerous casualties including 231-4 herself. See casualty report. For 5, deceased. Status deceased. Botched application of Procedure 110 resulted in 231-5 giving birth to Volgan redacted 1 hour later, which when underwent a redacted event. See casualty report and report on destruction of Site 231 Aleph for more details. Recruitment profile for D-class personnel was revised to minimize possibility of second botched procedure. Moving on to the final one with any text on it. 231-6, status, deceased. Killed during escape attempt of aided and abetted by Agent Redacted. Redacted had been exhibiting heightened stress levels due to prolonged exposure to Volgan 231. Obtained possession of Volgan Redacted and attempted to use said weapon to rescue 231-6 and 231-7. Agent Redacted was killed in the resulting firefight, but a stray round resulted in the termination of 231-6 as well. Fetus of 231-6, parentheses, Volgan redacted, then underwent a redacted event. In the wake of the incident, 05 level personnel voted by unanimous decision to amend personnel policies. See casualty report 231 Foxtrot for more details. And then on the 7th console, 231, status unknown. 231-7 is successfully Transferred to site redacted. Castiel, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Castiel is perceiving things.
Yeah, he'd be perceiving.
31.
The body of the sixth individual is the same woman you found during your studies.
No.
Haseo turns his head back towards Castiel. Oh?
It's... I'm gonna... can I Vulcan lore check her body?
It would be a medicine check if you're trying to discern cause of death.
I'll medicine check her. 27.
There was a gunshot wound in her left shoulder. It clipped an artery. It appears she bled out.
Is she in the tank?
She is.
Can I try to break the tank?
How would you like to try?
Let's see. I'm gonna start off by pacing, like, I'm just pacing back and forth. And then, while across the room, I just want to take my sword. And I want to try to, like, pierce the glass. Obviously, trying to avoid stabbing her.
Make an attack roll.
What the?
That's an 18 plus that. That's a 37.
37. With a single strike, you shatter the glass. The floor is covered with juice as the body flops to the ground lifeless.
I'm gonna hold on to her.
Haseo immediately takes a step back and raises his shield in a defensive stance.
One of you guys give me a society check.
I will do that. Oh. Thing. Okay. That's a total of... what's my society? A 24.
24. Getting a second look at this after Castiel just flips out, you recognize this as the body of Empress Clover Irune. At the time of you guys, during your time, she went missing, and after a few weeks of searching, was recovered. She, as of you guys leaving your time, her status is that she is deceased within the Empire.
Wait a minute.
How public of information is this?
It was publicized within one of the newspaper clippings you found while you were inside the Empire.
Do you think all look like the same person?
No.
Okay.
Each one is
They each
different
look
race,
totally different.
different colors, creeds.
Okay, I misread something. Never mind. Okay.
I was her bodyguard. I was supposed to protect her.
You know her.
Yeah.
The leader of the Empire. You an Imperial?
From my memories, all I know is I was her bodyguard. I keep getting flashes of sitting there, by her side. They've had her all this time. I should have known. I should have said something. I should have done something.
You didn't really reach out and just pat his shoulder.
I just left her to die. I let them take me away and lock me away. I abandoned her. I'm so sorry.
Mr. DM.
Yes.
Did Castiel said just it's always been stated that
He's been locked up. We don't know the time span he's been locked up for, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What's the age of the Empress? Can I tell just from the body?
From the body, she appears, well, it's kind of rough to tell. She's clearly been in this tube for quite some time. In your time, she would roughly be around, like, mid-40s.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
So she would have already been dead by our time frame, right?
You don't know.
We don't know when she died. I'm gonna check the thing over here.
Can I do a lore check? Not a lore check. Can I do a memory check to see the last time I remember her?
You don't remember her. The last thing you recall about being associated with her is that you saw a newspaper clipping of her when she first disappeared and was recovered. Notably, when she was recovered, she was no longer pregnant.
And wasn't there that picture that we found? Or is it? There was like something that we found where like I found out I was her bodyguard.
You did. You found a picture of... before she disappeared, you found a picture of her during some kind of political event. Someone that looks like you was one of the people standing next to her as the guard. Leffen, the door you are opening is a large door leading to a exposed surgical room. There's an IV stand next to a bed with chains. And then there's different tools scattered around the tables. The massive blood stain underneath the table.
Alright. I turn around.
How I'm gonna do some forensics on the blood on this thing.
Make a medicine check.
Yeah. Say total of 31.
31. It's hard to tell. What are you trying to learn specifically?
Mostly just try to figure out like how long the blood might have been there.
It's dried up. It's turning brown and has stained the marble floors. It's been here for quite some time. You gather,
Okay.
likely many years.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing? Mika, Red, what are you two doing?
I'm not technologically
What on
savvy,
earth
so
are
I'm
these
just
guys
chilling.
doing?
Mika, what are you doing again?
Wondering what on earth these guys were doing. Just this is just so. Just don't understand this.
The tools are, quite frankly, barbaric. Sharp, pointy, jagged. Some of them are dirty, rusted, and unclean. This is not a sterile environment. Whatever this was brutal. Almost medieval in its application.
Even mad scientists have standards, and these guys had no standards.
Right under where we've been staying.
The real question is, are they at our time? Were they doing this at our time?
So
We need to know.
Have there been many signs of like obvious Empire control in this place, like outside?
One of the outside this building? or in the building.
Before we got in, have there been obvious signs of Empire control? Because we know this building at least was under the control of the Empire.
No obvious signs, but once you got inside, you found the documentation you found was labeled as being described, or some of the documentation you found was mentioning that the O5 were in command here.
I better.
So what are we doing?
There's no way I can make the plan stick. Is the problem?
What do you mean?
Plan?
Time shenanigans. Until I get, there's no way that I could do what I want to do without going back, all the way back to Clemency, like in our time, and like fucking around there for a little bit to try to like probably strip a brick off of a building or something, leave a sign. I just want to check something, but it would take a lot to check it.
Would you like to spend time to do it?
It would be an entire trip back to our Clemency. That's the problem.
Okay.
So unless everyone is seriously on board, yes.
I wouldn't be too opposed to it, but it would be a bit
we should
bit of a
take
workout?
the chance to investigate everything else before we come to conclusions.
Yeah, it's just I have a theory that I have like several theories that need to be confirmed. So if we can just make a mental note to come on back to the time chamber, I guess I'm gonna call it now. There's something I want to do in Clemency.
Okay.
Basically just run a little experiment for myself that I can text you about optionally, Bryce.
We will, let me finish up here and then we'll run that real quick before we close out tonight. Castile, what are you doing right now?
I'm just sitting with her body. Just unmoving. My face drains, no expression.
Her head is slumped onto her shoulder, one eye's open and the other one is closed. She's staring past you.
I reach over and just gently close her other eye.
As soon as you touch her, I'm gonna grip your hand and say, "Don't you fucking touch her! Don't touch her."
I back away slowly.
So what's next?
We need to figure out if this is our time. If there's still a chance we can save her.
That's what I was wondering myself.
Would we like to head back then?
Yeah.
Okay. You rest the body up against the shattered tube. Kind of put her hands in a cross pattern over her own lap, on the tattered clothes that are remaining from whatever she was wearing. You guys begin to walk out the door back to the outhouse you found outside. Through the ruins, you can
Wait.
See... Yes?
I never did get to investigate this terminal over here. Is it too late to...
Make a crafting check.
Uh, 24.
24.
There is one thing I want to do in this time though.
Let me hear it while I figure something out.
I would like us to check the patron alley.
Patron alley? Okay. This is a... So the console you're looking at is essentially a standard data terminal, one like the ones you found multiple times before. It reads as follows.
I'm gonna piss and get some water while you read that.
231-7's emotional response to Procedure 110 appears to be reduced recently, despite proper execution of said procedure. Increased danger to Volgan redacted undergoing a redacted event. 2 options have been proposed. 1. Development of a new containment procedure with higher emotional response than Procedure 110. 2. Administration of a Class A amnestic to Volgan 231-7, allowing for a return to base emotional state. Said memory modification to be administered during the execution of Procedure 110 to maintain heightened emotional state following memory. Please advise. Dr. Redacted. Decision. Carry out Option 2 at the earliest available opportunity. Option 2 was carried out. 231-7's emotional state returned to 100% efficacy. Dr. Redacted subsequently committed suicide due to heightened emotional stress. Will continue analysis of efficacy of treatment. Continued analysis of efficacy of treatment. After some analysis, I have determined that it is not necessary to perform memory modification every time Procedure 110 is carried out. In fact, it is better to delay for some time before re-administering the agent. Analysis of subject 231-7's emotional response indicates that efficacy of Procedure 110 seems to be peak between the 3rd and 4th performance of the procedure. The dread of anticipation of events seemed to heighten emotional response for a time. Familiarity with the procedure begins to lessen the efficacy of treatment. My recommendation is that a Class A amnestic be administered once per week during Procedure 110. The calendar has been modified accordingly. Dr. Redacted.
What are they doing with these people?
Basically what this console is saying is that they gave the number 7 a amnestic every time they enacted or every few times after they give the procedure. But after a while they stopped giving it to it as consistently because the emotional response to the dread of the procedure increased the efficacy of the treatment. Basically meaning the more pain she was in, the better.
All the time.
I just slammed my fist down on the machine,
I need to know if there's a chance to save her.
We heading back to the portal then?
I'm gonna check the
alley.
Yeah, I wanna check the alley.
Passing through, you see that the majority of Clemency is much like Caldera. It is overrun by plants and ruins. There's no bodies around anywhere. You don't see any of the... What's up?
So, I'm gonna look for a good enough spot, essentially, and to, like, using my knowledge of, like, where people go in Clemency, I'm gonna find a good spot near the, near where we go to the patron. I'm gonna try to mentally mark a spot where I should take out, like, where I should basically chip away enough to make a noticeable hole that nobody will feel is worth it to patch out.
You find a small ruined building that you recall was there while you spent time in Clemency. There was a handful of tattered floorboards on the ground. This was often used as a place to make dead drops for the broker, but the floor itself is easy enough to tear up that if you wanted to leave something in the past to find in the future, this would likely be the spot to do it.
Okay.
Also,
I'll make a mental note of that.
While you are out, you pass by the alleyway that the patron kept his stuff at. The buildings that were once flanking both sides of the alley have long since gone to ruin. Checking over the ruins, there is small hints of chalk lines that were drawn on here at one point, but they are very much long faded. They do not appear to have been used in quite some time.
Okay. So there wasn't anything notable at the marker?
No.
At the dead drop place? Okay.
Just Dimitri's chalk markings.
At the dead drop?
Correct.
Okay.
Making your way back to the outhouse you guys found yourself entering in, the mirror is still there. Tapping the disc against the mirror, you walk through the mirror back into the manor. If you would like to make your way back to Clemency, the fastest way to do that would be by drawing a door to Franklin's shop.
I don't think Franklin would appreciate having a shop door.
Well, remember, you're on an island,
this.
out in the middle of basically nowhere.
Yeah.
So if
I
you,
don't think he would be down for that.
well, how you plan on
Is
getting
there any
back?
other doors remaining?
There's plenty of doors. There's doorways all over the manor to different rooms. That
No, I'm talking about like the main ones.
Oh, the fifth one is.
Have
ready
you
to
ever
go.
looked at this area?
It's just empty cells, basically.
I could just explain some of it to him. Oh, that might be nice. Explain why I'm doing that.
What?
Do you
Why
think
you're
that
trying
he
to
would,
figure out the style of time travel, yeah?
Yeah.
do you
I
think
mean, I
that
think
he
he would be
want to-
fascinated in that.
It's up to you.
Do you think he would want to know how how we found his body? Like, is that the kind of thing that someone would want to know about if from a time traveler?
I mean, I'm just gonna conveniently leave out that we found him dead.
Let's not try to tell any details we don't need to know. We don't want
Yeah.
the patron to know back a lot of this stuff because
Yeah.
he could be the
So-
cause.
So Bryce, again, are there any other doorways? You got interrupted.
Stairways?
Or doorways? Because the main ones.
Yes,
the mirror
the
ones.
fifth doorway in the manor is open to you now. The pen flies out of your pocket. It is you can enter it whenever you like. We won't be doing that today because I don't have time. But
No time.
to give but we'll go into that next week. As
It'd
long
be
as well as
nice.
some other things. But I want to finish this
It'd
up
be
first.
nice to have it'd be nice to have a shop on each major island.
Okay. So you're choosing to draw the thing to
If
get to
everyone
Franklin's.
else agrees.
Are we leaving now?
If you'd like, you only need
Back.
one person to check. One person to go into Clemency,
No.
tear up the
No,
floorboard,
okay,
and go
okay,
back.
Yeah, get like
Yes.
warped to Clemency and then worked back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's going in?
Is there anywhere close to to? Do you have a good spot in mind for where to put it?
Giggity.
I'm gonna look for a particularly secure door so that we can have a shop on this island. well.
So inside the manor, there is a handful of rooms. There is the one I would recommend is the one leading to the jail cells that were largely destroyed. There's not a lot of important stuff in there. Otherwise, there is an office door. There's a there's
Yeah.
of course the stairway, the doorway you had to go through underneath the fireplace. There was the doorway that you physically walked through to enter the room after you phased through the magic wall.
I'll swoop it onto just one of the more unimportant doors that just kind of is there.
Attaching it to one of the jail cell doors, you walk through the portal. Franklin is busy behind the counter. It appears to be about midday, about like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. He is currently helping a customer out. The customer is covered head to toe in linen wraps. Oi!
I kind of wave at him and wait patiently.
Alright, so I'd recommend this rifle. Just be careful though, distance is a problem with this one. If you go the route that I think you're gonna go, try to keep a range of about 200 to 500 meters. The scope should be able to help, and then the rune should be done midday. Come back tomorrow. The individual wrapped in linens nods his head and drops a pile of gold in a small bag onto the counter and then turns around. He looks at you and then just turns and walks out the front door. Boy, do you need something?
Would you like to run an experiment with me?
Experiment? Fuck it, I'm down. What's up?
It concerns the nature of time in our in this world.
Okay.
Where we live. I just need to be taken back to Clemency and then taken back to where I came from.
I mean, he points to the door. The doorway to Clemency. You see the fountain in the middle of town, and then it's busy all over. There's people busy all over the place, just walking to wherever they need to go. Right out that door.
Sweet. And you wouldn't happen to have a small wooden box you wouldn't mind losing for like, I don't, maybe like a day or two.
I don't have a box. What do you need? Could you just need any container? I got a bag.
Some that'll survive, say, a couple decades.
Give me a second. Behind the counter, he pulls out a small concrete box and he looks at it. Oh no, that's not right. That one's in use.
I'm gonna get to work writing a little time capsule message.
Okay.
For myself.
He pulls out this small wooden box. It's got metal corners on the sides made out of brass. It's not exactly fine. It's not exactly fine cut of machinery or a fine box, but it'll do. Yeah.
That should work. I didn't see it when I was at the end point, so I have a theory. And then I take it, stuff the paper into it, and take him and head out to the dead drop to plant it there.
You find the same ruined building. You pull up the same floorboard you found earlier. You stash the small box underneath it, and then you put the floorboard back down. Heading back through Franklin's portal, back into the same portal that leads to the unexplored island. You then appear back in the manor. Walking through the fourth door.
Yeah, fourth.
You appear back in the same place, outhouse. After about another hour of walking back to where you were, you see that the floorboard is the same way as you left it. There is no box. It is the same destroyed floorboard.
Hasio just kind of gets a feeling, like an indescribable feeling in his chest, as in his lack of a chest, as he kind of
joke's my favorite.
Looks around. Yep. He looks around, looks to see if the floorboard was the floorboard undisturbed?
It was completely undisturbed, other than being a ruined floorboard.
But did it look about the same as it did before I put the dead drop into it?
Correct. It looks the same as when you left it when you were here the first time.
And it looked about the same in the past?
Yes.
So wait, the time capsule is not there?
The time capsule is not
Which
there.
means this actually tells us a lot. So Hasio's just gonna rush back.
You see everybody surrounding the table. Somebody's looking at the corn wantingly. I'm not going to say who, but...
I don't know how to describe it, but that's not our timeline.
What's a timeline?
That's not our future.
So, future is shadows of things that could have been, not things that will be.
May have been.
It's not there. The time capsule isn't there.
Huh.
And then I go back and report to Franklin. So partial failure, partial success.
They're smiling. I assume this is a good thing.
well, the world isn't 100% leading to destruction.
He gives a thumbs up. Not sure what the fuck you guys are talking about, but hey, if it's good news, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, hey, that reminds me.
Yeah.
When you get done with whatever the fuck you're doing, I have more work for you. It's a bit more of a
Alright.
private matter,
We're-
but we'll discuss it whenever you're done with whatever, because it seems whatever you're doing is more important.
Aye aye. And Haseo gets back out to the tardy.
Have
Yeah,
fun.
that's not our future. That doesn't mean we shouldn't take steps to try to prevent it, but the point is the time capsule wasn't there. Took it, which just doesn't seem likely. Looks like somebody's have nobody been there.
Local crack.
Local
Gonna
crackhead
have
finds a box with a letter.
Yeah, it's just a single wooden box with the word booger fart written in it.
Yeah, local crackhead fucking ruins everything.
It was the Third Reich the whole time.
Okay. Let me try something.
That tells us quite a
Let me
lot.
see what happens if I put a streak of paint on the bottom on the underside of the floorboard.
Yellow paint!
Not the yellow paint.
Oh boy. So what, you're trying to do the same thing he did, but you're gonna paint the bottom of something?
Paint the bottom of the board itself.
Doing the same process, going back and forth between dimensions.
I'll watch on the future side.
Okay. Standing in the same place. You don't know how long it's gonna take him because you.
I mean, I
you're
might
in the
get sent
future.
into a parallel future, but that's fine.
Rushing back, you see Franklin. He kind of hi, and then you just kind of bolt out the door, taking some paint that you just have for some reason. You paint the bottom of the board, strap it back down. You see the box with the word booger fart written in it, and then you rush back. Haseo, on the other side, you do not see the board being painted at all.
Completely separate time.
And
I'm
when
just-
I come back, I find Haseo, but not the board that got painted.
Nope. No board, no booger fart box.
That's
That tells us
Okay.
a lot.
So it's
That
not
tells
that
us a lot.
somebody could have taken it. It's not that somebody could have taken it. This is not same timeline.
Somebody used paint remover. Woo!
yeah.
Same crackhead
Literally,
has
look-
paint remover.
Same crackhead desperately trying to fuck our campaign over.
Same crackhead, just like no, it's the time police.
It's the time.
the time police.
Oh, you're a smart no, huh? Well, I'll beat the shit out of you. Just the fucking guy just kicking the shit
Trying
out
to
of
figure out how to
Haseo.
time travel again.
Yeah.
Haseo leaves a time capsule to fill the episode.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You know, if we do find any other alternate clemencies, we can check that box.
Hang on, explain this all to me again. What is going on here?
So we're trying to leave something that we would find in the future, right? When we go into the future through this portal thing, the
It should
thing
be
we left
there,
in the
albeit
in the
aged.
past is not there. Something it like things that we do in this world do not affect that world that we were entering through the portal. That world is not the same timeline as us.
That's not the same. It's another. It's like another
It's-
world that it's just like ours. Haseo sounds like a conspiracy theorist.
I need to know if we can save her in our world.
Well, that certainly leads some credence to that.
And that's where we'll wrap up for tonight.
Time travel.
I told you this arc was gonna get dark and complicated.
Shenanigans happen immediately.
Cause it was not your heart but mine.
Okay, so to be fair, this doesn't like this isn't real. Judging from our evidence that is pointed, unless the local crackhead really did fuck us over, this isn't like
Twice.
real time travel.
I mean,
You know,
I'm
it
gonna
is,
I'm gonna ask Franklin about
It's
his dead
peeking
wife.
into an.
yeah, that doesn't exist.
I'm thinking it's kind
because we
Franklin,
never
let us know
never-
if you. Franklin, let us know if you ever get married. All right.
Franklin, let us know if you're currently married.
Okay.
Franklin, are you married?
No.
Are you single?
I'll
Bros.
leave that.
Franklin, are you single?
Be me. Ask local turtle if he's single.
Awkward spinach.
Fun
No,
fact.
you don't understand. We
Franklin
have to do
does
this,
not
or else
fuck.
the future won't change.
Actively bombs all of Franklin's
What-
dates
what's
so he doesn't
fucking,
get married.
Something with we have to. You don't understand, guys. We have to change the future as much as possible.
Ugh.
Franklin, I'm sorry I have to cock
We
block you
have
for
to.
years.
We are
Holy
officially in the
shit.
we
Right,
officially
right,
entered
let's
the end
take-
game. Ugh.
This is so fucking.
We murdered a lot of
Franklin,
tortoises in the efforts to stop him from getting married. We murdered about 12 tortoises, but you know, it was worth it. We're saving the future.
Oh.
Yeah, it was actually Fran, the sad old bakery woman that was actually dooming the universe. She's the local crackhead that stole the fart booger box.
And use paint remover on the yellow paint.
Yeah, it's magic paint remover.
God damn it.
Franklin was the bad guy the whole time. He's the Scarlet King.
Franklin, we need to know. We have to blow up your store just to make sure.
Situation.
I don't even know what red means.
We just need to blow up your store and make sure it's not there in the future, okay? We just need to know.
Yeah, it's for an experiment.
Yeah, totally. I consent.
We have to.
For legal reasons, that was a joke.
It's for the sake of the planet.
Yeah.
God damn it.